Blossom Season 1, Episode 8, Hidden Truths. Blossom, now called Floor, struggles with fragmented memories, visions of a boy named Luca, and whispers from a past she can't recall. Meanwhile, Luca defies his father, while Camelia's search for her daughter grows more desperate. In the village market, the sun filters through makeshift stalls, casting patterns on the dusty ground. The scent of ripe fruit and earthy spices lingers in the warm breeze. Blossom moves slowly through the bustling market, a woven basket balanced on her hip. Her steps falter. She grips the edge of a wooden stall, her knuckles turning white. Her vision blurs. A flashback to a boy's face. Soft brown eyes, a crooked smile. A faint whisper, "Mi amor." Then gone. Blossom gasps, pressing a hand to her temple. She stumbles back, breathing heavily. Abuela Rosa rushes over, her weathered hands steadying Blossom. She gently says, "You're pale, Floor. Sit down." Blossom shakes her head, brushing it off. "I'm fine. Just the heat." But her heart races. She isn't fine. Something is wrong, or missing. Later in the small hut, the room is dim, the smell of herbs thick in the air. Blossom lies on a woven mat, her brow slick with sweat. Rosa sits beside her, pressing cool cloths against her forehead. She checks Blossom's pulse, her eyes narrowing with quiet suspicion. Rosa softly speaks to herself, saying, "This isn't just exhaustion." Blossom stirs, blinking up at Rosa. "What's wrong with me?" Rosa hesitates, then forces a gentle smile. "You need to rest." But worry lingers in her eyes. In Japan at the Hayashi estate, Luca leans over scattered maps and documents, his jaw clenched in frustration. An old photo, Blossom's face frozen in time, sits beside him. His thumb brushes over it like a ritual. Then a knock on the door interrupts. Hiro steps inside, holding a worn folder. Hiro quietly says, "I found something." Luca snatches the folder, flipping through its contents. Flight logs, transport routes, and her name. His breath catches. She's alive. Without hesitation, he grabs his jacket, determination burning in his eyes. Back at the village at night in the hut, Blossom tosses and turns, her face twisted with distress. Flashes of memory. A boy's voice calling her name. "Blossom!" The feeling of warm hands pulling her into safety. A woman's face, blurred but familiar, whispering softly. Suddenly, a sharp pain grips her abdomen. She curls into herself, clutching her stomach, her breath ragged. Rosa, gently pressing a hand to Blossom's forehead. "It's okay, Floor. Breathe." Blossom winces, tears welling in her eyes. "I don't know what's happening to me." Rosa's hands move lower, resting gently on Blossom's abdomen. She pauses, her expression shifting from concern to realization. Her fingers tremble slightly as she looks into Blossom's wide, frightened eyes. Rosa softly exclaims, "You're with child." Deep down, she feels it. Not just life, but a connection to the memories she can't reach. Back at the Santoro estate, Camellia sits at her desk, a map spread out before her, marked with red pins and scribbled notes. She picks up a photo of Blossom, running her fingers over her daughter's face. Her voice trembles, but her determination is fierce. At the village is dawn, and the first light of morning spills over the treetops. Blossom stands by the river, her hand resting gently on her stomach. The reflection in the water feels like a stranger. Her voice is barely a whisper, carried by the soft breeze. "Who am I?" Blossom's symptoms deepen, and Rosa makes a startling discovery. She's not carrying just one child, but three. Luca's search leads him closer to Blossom's trail, defying the barriers his father has set. Camelia's investigation uncovers a clue that changes everything. But as the past creeps closer, Blossom's forgotten name isn't the only secret waiting to be revealed. Tune in to Blossom's Episode 9, The Heart Remembers.